Hello, welcome back to this. So this next part is probably one of the more difficult fights this early on. Simply because, well, you'll see what his group consists, rather. Yep. Turns out he's an abusive priest. Yeah, people are kind of idiots in this game. For some reason she throws an emotional fit for no apparent reason. And inexplicably some guy in a crapload of dragons show up. So I haven't hired a third person, or rather a third group of, and I guess the first half of the team here, I just kind of mentally have them separated into two groups. Simply because a little bit after this it'll be easier to hire somebody better, so I can just have experience for everyone right now. Yeah, a bit of an understatement. Giant lizards over there might be slightly dangerous, I don't know. So the first priority in this one is, oddly enough, getting rid of these archers. One of them drops a pretty good hat. It's part of a set that gives, well, if you have the full... There are a couple of sets that if you get all the parts, they give a bonus. This one in particular is one for archers, and it gives them a 2-square movement range bonus. Now, this is probably only one of maybe 2 times wherein there'll actually be any type of threatening archers around. And this is mainly because they constantly go after Elner in this part. And you can't do much about them, because she constantly seems to want to jump in the water for whatever reason. And this doesn't really help the whole objective of keeping her alive. So these dragons over here are a bit of an upgrade from the last ones. They actually now have a area of attack that they developed from the last time. So just like FFT, it's basically forward 2 squares and then off to the sides. And as somewhat seen before, this also gives a type of status effect. The purple one's probably the worst with paralysis. Unless they heal normally, can't do much without some kind of paralysis healing items, and I don't have any. The red one, I believe, is confusion, so they'll just randomly attack whatever. The blue one, just like before, puts them to sleep. Seems kind of weird that it hurts them and makes them want to sleep anyhow. And the green one is poison. Normally it's not that threatening, but this one tends to drag on because of how much defense and health they have, and the fact that their leader is a bit of a tank. So, unfortunately, this is one of the few times when they actually do cause problems. So I'm just gonna have this guy go over here. Start stabbing them. As you might notice, they are actually a few levels higher than my guys. Again, just part of this whole challenge thing. And while I could move them over here, odds are they will die. This guy hits a lot. So odds are the two dragons would attack him, then he would probably finish him off. Also, as far as I know, dragoons are the only class that actually have a kill animation for them. They probably will be seen later, but they essentially throw the sword in the air, or spear, depending on what they're using. With the spear, they do some kind of weird dance thing and then stab him in the face. So that's kind of neat about them. Usually tend to use at least one whenever playing this. Those dragons take a lot of hits to kill. But the archers are really their only means of healing, luckily. So once they're gone, most of the initial threat until they start using their breath is gone, so you can just keep people away from them, and they shouldn't be too much of an issue. Although again, just due to the number of threatening things here, that's kind of difficult to do. Yeah, the turn after this, they will finally start killing people with the breath. If you have anybody clumped up, they will most likely die. I think they hit in the 50 to 70 range at this point. So 2 of those will usually kill anyone in my group right now. I'm expecting probably 1 or 2 guys, probably most likely going to be these 2 spear users here. Probably expecting 1 or 2 guys to end up dying in this one. Just because there isn't enough space and it's kind of hard to get people around. Probably should have moved them there. Stuff like this is exactly why I was mentioning that using only things bought from the store is going to be impossible. Oh, and actually this time I ended up getting lucky. Usually they have enough intelligence to use their whole area of effect ability. Looks like they didn't get it this time around. At least that one didn't. And as far as I'm aware, this game does not level scale at any point. It always seems to have the same levels for everything, though sometimes their stats do vary. And these dragons really only have one weakness, which is obviously that they can't move very far. Okay, now, looking at these, let's see what else. Yeah, so they will take 20 in order to use their breath here, so they can only use it every 3 turns. Which is good, otherwise they would actually be useful to use on a regular basis. Other than that, they're just a good wall to have around. And have him go in the water here and just start kind of fighting this archer. Actually, it might be worth persuading them. Nah. But if it's a 32% chance, that's definitely worth it. Next most threatening will be Bellius here. Just because if he puts people to sleep, it's already a problem because they will hit 100% of the time. So if someone, for example, like the leader comes by, they will get killed.